I think nothing can quite compare to what was happening in the early 2000s.
There was like 40 million people watching a finale of Survivor. 52. You better come. Whoa. Our shorts, and it's Bestie Listen After Dark. Big Brother's watching you, and Big Brother was Julie Chen.
Because I lived and died by Entertainment Tonight.
Honey, when Mary Hart was on TV, I was at the couch.
Housewives fans and Survivor fans and Big Brother fans.
The thing is, I'm all of those fans.
The Challenge.
Well, I don't do that.
You must have been on Idol.
Yeah, I was on like Idol forums. I was on a few forums.
You were running them.
Honey, William Hung's audition, we will look back on that as humiliation ritual
I
on
bought
the
the
show.
album.
What?
Yeah.
His? That's crazy.
And I would listen to it. Sometimes you can't discern between what's Canadian media and what's American media. Search for the next VJ.
Oh my God, yes!
That show was so good.
Tim Deegan season?
Yes.
Was not a gay awakening, but I was awake.
I was already awake, but boy, was I up.
Wow. Jade.
iHeartRadio Canada presents Bestie Listen.
We're talking reality TV today, Sean.
Love a reality competition program.
Famously.
I famously love a reality competition program, and that is Survivor. But we're here to talk so much more than just Survivor. But you know what? It's always going to come back to that for me, unfortunately. But
that and Hook.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Good.
What if we did? Do you remember How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria, the reality TV show, where they found a Maria for Broadway or possibly Princess of Wales Theater?
It was from Irvish.
But what if we did?
How do you find a bestie? Listen. How do you solve a problem like Jordan?
You know what, Jordan? Scrap that idea.
No, what did you want to do?
Well, we could do like a Finding Hook. Finding Neverland. Oh my God. It writes itself. Okay. Let's talk reality TV.
I'm so tired. Let's talk reality TV. But I did love that you mentioned that obscure Canadian reality competition
This
show.
is the thing with Canadian media is sometimes, especially when you're younger, you can't discern between what's Canadian media and what's American media. Sometimes it's clear.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not. And for me, I wasn't that young. I thought that was like I thought that was the new American Idol.
So you were like, do you remember Pop Stars?
Yes.
Not the Danny DeCane show, the
Sugar Jones show.
but who came after Sugar Jones?
Velvet Underground?
Velvet Empire. Oh, we just alienated 90%. Well, actually, this audience is probably all understanding
They're
this.
gone.
Velvet Empire, that one song that they had.
Shaken, no mistaken.
Everybody talks about Sugar Jones. Sugar Jones is incredible. I love Sugar Jones. But for me, Velvet Empire was on at least 4 mix CDs that I made.
So
anyway, so what was
gone off the deep end.
well, we have already, obviously. But what would you say was your gateway to reality TV? Before Survivor, before Pop Stars, before Idol? Was there something before that? I mean, it's a little early.
Survivor?
There was nothing before Survivor.
Well, there was The Real World, but I don't think there was really a way to watch The Real World in Canada, or if there was, I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah.
Were you a Real World viewer?
I proliferally remember watching or seeing it, but I was always in like the holy grail of the Big Brother Survivor.
Amazing Race?
Yes, with my parents. ANTM, Idol. Like that's kind of where I lived.
Yeah.
And then there was the Canadian stuff that I also watched, like the Pop Star, and then I have to mention it because I'm here.
I know.
What?
Search for the Next VJ?
Oh my God, yes! How did you know I was going to say that?
I could just tell. I could tell.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
That show was so good. Like, you want to talk about peak Canadian television, reality television? I will never forget this scene.
I'm looking at you like you're my son right
Search
now.
for the Next VJ. But it was my dream to be on Search for the Next VJ. I was like, once I reach an age, I will try out and I'm going to win Search for the Next VJ. It was short-lived, unfortunately. And I remember this scene where they had to interview a band. It was like a Our Lady Peace,
Billy
something
Talent.
like that. And one of the female contestants was interviewing and had like the slightest hint of a flirt in a question. Tracy Melchior walked in and was like, you set women back 20 years with that interview. I have never forgotten it, and I, to this day, quote that all the time. You set women back 20 years.
Tracy Melchior is a living legend.
She's a living legend.
And she has paved the way for all of us. She is an icon. I just have to always give her flowers. I'm obsessed with her. But yeah, I remember watching Search for the Next VJ. Like, there's a memory in my head of like a Christmas break.
Is it called Search for the Next VJ?
I
think it's called VJ Search.
I think we're mixing Search for the Next Pussycat Doll with the VJ thing.
Yeah.
But it was the Tim Deegan season.
Yes.
Which was not a gay awakening, but I was awake.
I was already awake, but boy, was I up.
Wow. Jade. Cut that.
Can't use that.
No.
Can't use that.
NG Jade. Yeah, so there was that. So that was not like a gateway, but that was probably like a side dish that was happening at the same time of like Survivor, Real World, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know, I mean, speaking to you, I'm interviewing you now as one of our Survivor prodigies. When did you first fall in love with Survivor as reality TV? It
was like episode 3 of season 1.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Early
because I lived and died by Entertainment Tonight.
Honey, when Mary Hart was on TV, I was at the couch.
I was listening. Her bangs were like this. The bob was like this.
Yeah.
And I was listening.
She was fierce.
She meant business.
She had her legs insured.
You should have your legs insured.
Are we talking about them? I've been talking about them for 1 hour.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
The legs in the room. Elephant? What'd you call me? You just called me a name.
Wow.
Well, if you're listening and you can't see them, I'm wearing shorts.
Barely. Barely. You sometimes you see like these gay websites that are advertising on Instagram and it's like 3-inch inseam. That's what Jordan's wearing.
Well, they're 5-inch. Not that we're comparing. Whatever. Everybody's jealous of my legs. Okay,
they look great. And I'm just saying the reason it came up was because you should insure them.
I should insure my legs. Me, Mary Hart, and Mariah Carey all have that in common immediately. So when I get my Gillette ad, like Jewel.
That was, Venus,
that was Jewel.
It was Gillette Venus.
Sorry.
Was the Venus a subset of Gillette?
Yeah.
Because it was like,
because it had the soap on the, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
I can't get into that today.
Smoother.
I can't get into that today.
Yeah.
Okay, so Survivor.
Yeah, what about it? Oh, yeah, it was episode 3. Oh,
Mary
because
Hart.
I was watching the Entertainment Tonight and I was like, everybody was going crazy about this show, Survivor. And really nobody knew what it was, right? And the pitch was, I am not joking. People don't remember this, but the way that the show was marketed was that 16 Americans are going to live on an island and 1 will survive. Like it genuinely, the marketing was like, all of these people except 1 are going to die and the last one standing will win $1 million. And so people were like, what the hell are we doing? Yeah. And so a lot of people were interested. They watched the first couple episodes. It became immediately clear no one was going to die.
Nobody died?
But nobody died. Nobody died in Borneo. But it was a great show. So like the marketing worked out, people tuned in and everybody was talking about it. And so I was like, gotta catch this. And literally from the first episode I watched, I was like, oh my God, they're sending somebody home. There is Mike White has always said this, there's like a ritualistic death at the end of every episode. It's like, what more could you want from a reality TV show? Like somebody's getting voted off the island, right?
Yeah.
And so that was it. I was hooked.
It was that time in the early 2000s, which we can probably remember now, which is like, so like there's that show called American Family that I think aired in like the 80s or early 90s, which was like a experimental first reality, which is often considered the first reality show of its kind. And then in the early 2000s, we had the boom of the Survivor, Big Brother, Idol, and then at the same time, a few years later, Newlyweds, Simple Life, Hey Paula.
Which is more in the line of the American Family show, which is just like fly on the wall voyeurism.
And then you had Housewives and et cetera. Yeah. But what my point is like to the point of your point of the marketing of Survivor point is that we didn't have TV like that. We didn't know what we were watching. It was so thrilling, and it was such a. I remember the change of people being scared of like scripted to reality, where everyone who was such a TV snob in a complimentary way, was like, this is a demise of culture, whatever, and only for everything to coexist very happily now for the most part. And scripted
Unless,
TV,
looking back, perhaps it was the demise of culture.
I mean, we'll figure that out in about 100 years. But yeah, I remember the early marketing for Big Brother was like almost scary to me.
Yeah.
It was like...
It was Orwellian, right? Like,
obviously.
that was the point.
Yeah, but it was like Big Brother's watching you, and Big Brother was Julie Chen. And that scares me.
The only thing worse than Big Brother watching you?
Honey.
Julie Chen
But
watching
first... But everybody's in
who
a
famously doesn't watch Big Brother, by the way.
Who Julie Chen? No, she's never seen an episode. But she's going to see this. It was marketed as like, wow, this is so new and so scary and so weird. I want to watch.
What could happen?
Yeah.
It felt like anything could happen. I mean,
sometimes anything did happen.
It became clear that the concept of Survivor wasn't for people to die on an island, but you were like, but somebody could.
Yeah.
And there's that element of like sick voyeurism.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, then that bled into Idol, which I think in its...
Speaking of sick voyeurism.
No, okay, hold on. I'm going to tie the thread.
Yeah.
I think season 1 and 2 of Idol, it was a standard competition show. Season 3, we were doing things, it became reality. So before today, I was doing a bit of history, brushing up on my history. I wasn't doing history. I watched the episode where it was the results show. Jennifer Hudson, LaToya London, I believe, and Fantasia Barrino were put in the bottom 3. But how Ryan Seacrest put them in the bottom 3 was he would tell each person if they were in one group or the other group.
Right.
And then there was one person, I forget their name, who had to pick which group he was safe, but had to pick the group he thought was in the bottom. And he picked the other group. And then it was revealed that Fantasia's group was the bottom 3. So for about 18 minutes of that episode, they were playing a sick game with the contestants and the audience being like, we're now twisting it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
it wasn't just a singing competition anymore.
Yeah.
It was a reality
I do
show.
remember it. And it felt like there was almost a game within a game of American Idol where there was a separate competition happening to see... And Ryan Seacrest was competing against himself to see how long he could drag something out for. He was like filling time. And that was sort of like the peak of it, I feel like.
It was the peak of it, but also like it was when reality was becoming like that episode is so produced. And I think almost obviously in a bad way. Also, you put the 3 black female contestants in the bottom. Like that was like a stain on American voting and also just like a crazy thing that was happening. But like it was voyeuristic and like, oh, we're going to really milk this for everything that we can.
Yeah.
And Idol, I remember when I would watch it was like, yeah, I'm watching for the singers, but now I'm watching for like, results show should not exist. It's a 5-minute reveal.
Yeah.
Results shows are 5 minutes, except for like a tribal council and Survivor. I want to watch that whole thing for the most part, even though tribal councils now are
not anymore.
Yeah,
not
it's
anymore.
tough.
Nothing's happening.
We've gone a bit off topic, but I want to get back to it. Do you think you might know this more than I do, but in the early days of reality TV, were you on like the message boards and not the water cooler because you were in high school, but like the Facebook groups of it all? Do you know what I'm saying? That was not an insult.
Yeah. Yes, I was.
No, was it?
I was on the message. I was lurking on the message boards, and this is like pre-Reddit, or at least pre-Reddit as far as I knew it. But there was this.
Was this the same time you were on the Atlantis message boards?
Can we not?
Sorry.
I'm
Scratch
like
that.
Gemma Collins. I'm like, can we not talk about that? There was a message board called Survivor Sucks. And it was very famous because they would just like roast the show. But it was like the biggest fans of the show, but they would roast the show. And they covered all other reality as well. And so I would lurk on there. I didn't fully understand the humor, but I was like all into it. So I was like finding whatever I could online to further my obsession.
So you would watch the
show.
episode and then go on the message board.
Yeah.
Crazy.
First I'd hit the official website to make sure they put the X over the person's face.
What was that?
The official Survivor website.
Oh, that they've now been cast off.
Yeah, they put the X.
Got it.
And then I would hit Survivor Sucks.
Do you think, like...
But you must have been on Idol
Yeah, I was on like Idol forums. I was on a few forums.
You were running them.
My honey. And yeah, I was on Idol forums, and this was at the early aughts of Twitter. BB updates, Big Brother updates.
Oh my God.
That was my Bible.
I was Hamster Watch.
Honey, I was refreshing.
I was on Hamster Watch
when it was
morning, noon, and night, you guys.
When it was a veto competition, I was in bed
I know,
just like
because
this.
they would cut the feeds.
Yeah, but then they would come back from feeds, and we had the live updates. Big Brother ruined my life, but in the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, can we talk about Big Brother for a second?
Yeah, I'm good.
Can I just dive in there?
We have time.
We've got nothing but time. I'm like Ryan Seacrest right now. Just trying to fill an hour. I didn't watch Big Brother because I was such a Survivor loyalist, and the thought of 3 episodes a week was a lot for me.
No, it's inhumane.
And so I started watching. My first season was Big Brother 6, Summer of Secrets. Janelle, Howie, Yvette, Maggie, the friendship.
Life, the friendship.
And get this. So talk about stars aligning. I was in between like semesters at school, unemployed.
Talk about stars aligning.
Nothing but time. And I'm watching BB6. And this isn't a season where everybody goes in with a secret partner. Remember Kaser?
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, because they were doing the twist throughout those years. So there was the twin twist.
There was the twin twist. But this twist was that everybody was going in with a secret partner, but they all thought they were the only ones going in with a secret partner, which lasts like 3 days before they all figure it out, right?
Yeah.
And so it doesn't matter. But I was so hooked, and I was on Hamster Watch, but I was like, this isn't enough. And so I subscribed to the live feeds with what money, I don't know.
Ooh.
I am not kidding. Morning, noon, and night.
100%.
I would wake up, I would turn on the live feeds, and I would watch the shit out of those people all day long until I went to bed.
The thing with Big Brother, for people who don't watch it and don't understand, and it's very different than Survivor, in the way that because it's happening in real time, you are obsessed with the live results. So much so that I would spoil myself and then watch the edit, obviously, because I wanted to see who was being racist and what was taken out. But also, like, you were just so involved in it. With Survivor, it's filmed 6 months before, if not a year.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it's a delayed viewing experience. But Big Brother, it's a sickness.
Well, and it feels like you're a part of it. Like what Big Brother does really successfully is create this community around the show. And I think they also started introducing fan votes, right? Where you could remember America's Player. Oof, that was a low point for me.
Yeah, I actually don't like when we involved the audience at home because usually I'm always in line with the audience online. I don't know about the viewing audience.
I know. You can't trust
everybody on Twitter. We're always on the right side of Big Brother.
There's one takeaway from watching Big Brother. It's that you can't trust the general public.
It's like, you put this person back in the house? No, literally.
And those people vote.
The Big Brother fans?
On, like, in elections.
Oh, in real life. Wow. We saw how that turned out twice. I mean, a few other times too. Okay. Do you think that, in speaking of Big Brother, and speaking of Survivor, and speaking of Idol, that was a time of the not a time, it was the last of our proper reality monoculture experience? I will say, with a sidebar of, like, I feel personally, and we kind of discussed this a little bit earlier, but like The Traitors is currently living that experience.
Yeah.
And I don't watch the show, but Love Island is also that experience for those people who watch that program.
Yeah, I think that that's true. I think nothing can quite compare to what was happening in the early 2000s. I mean, like, the numbers that these shows were pulling in were absolutely insane.
There was like 40 million people watching a finale of Survivor. 52, you better come. But like, whoa. With receipts. Whoa.
Come law day.
I wear shorts.
Law day.
I wear shorts. And it's Bestie Listen After Dark. Yes, it was a monoculture because so many people were watching it. It was like the Friends and the Seinfeld and all that stuff.
Yeah,
just a different era of TV.
Yeah, and then obviously those fandoms dwindle over time. People lose interest. You really get the hardcore.
Well, Survivor now is what pulling in like live ratings is what like
6 million, 7 million.
But with delayed,
not what we once did.
No, I think now with delayed it's probably like 16 million or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not great.
Yeah, but like the Traitors, I find to be recapturing that same experience, which when you're watching the Traitors, you're like, for me at least, what Drag Race used to be was like, I can't go online for like, I have to watch this right now.
Well, the genius of the Traitors is that via the casting, they have been able to pull together all these disparate fandoms to come together to watch
that
one
do not
thing
understand each other.
That don't understand each other at all. We've got Housewives fans and Survivor fans and Big Brother fans.
The thing is, I'm all of those fans. I'm all
challenge.
Of those. Well, I don't do that. But like, yeah, that's what I have a hard time with the Traitors sometimes is like, and I love my Housewives fans, of course, but it's like, they're like, the gamers are ruining the show. And I'm like,
it's a game.
I'm like, yeah, but that's the point.
Yeah.
I was like, everyone was so mad at Danielle Reyes, but I was like, Mama, that was a masterclass in insane television. But like, what do we want?
And there's a certain like taste level that you have to build up over years, because when Danielle Reyes was first on Big Brother, we didn't know that we actually love villains.
Yeah.
Right? Like this goes back to our villain episode where we didn't know the power that those people bring, the value that those people bring to a show. And over the course of 2 decades, we have come to understand the importance of that. And so when we see someone like Danielle Reyes on The Traitors acting the way that she did, yes, you can be annoyed by her or whatever, think it's stupid, but like,
don't say you were not.
But you have to respect it.
100%. I agree completely. I think there's
some people haven't gone through that journey, that 2-decade-long journey.
Well, you're combining fandoms, which I think is the craziest thing to me. It's because it's like, now I have to be introduced to someone from Love Island, and I'm like, well, that's where I'm like, well, I don't want those people there.
But then you grow to love them.
But then I meet someone like Mara. And I was like, love her. What a queen. She's so funny. What a great personality. I liked her. Yeah. I like the hats and the wigs.
Yeah.
I mean, I stopped watching when Candace left. Okay,
well, we were talking about America's favorite player on Big Brother and audience voting and the ways that the audience can get involved. What are some examples of times the audience got it wrong? And I know you're going to bring it back to American Idol, and I'm hoping you do.
Oh,
because I need my memory jogged a little bit.
We had wrong winners. We had like...
Don't say Taylor Hicks again.
I was going to say, but that's like an obvious answer. I think like, you know...
Okay, well, what about the Adam Lambert, Chris Allen moment?
I thought that Chris Allen won, which I thought, you know, it's a cliche statement, but Idol got into the white guys with the guitars era for like 40 seasons in a row. And that's when I stopped watching. I think probably it wasn't that season. It was the David season. David Archuleta, David Cook. Yeah. Not the David and Goliath Survivor season.
Different show.
My boyfriend once asked me, how did they find so many people named David and so many people named Goliath? And I said, let's
wait till he finds out about heroes versus hustlers versus healers.
I was like, I'm not taking that on. I
thought that I wanted Chris Allen to win.
I loved Chris Allen.
Chris Allen was great. That cover of "To Make You Feel My Love,"
so good. Also, David Cook's cover of "Always
Be My Baby,"
where Mariah Carey said that would be great on a movie soundtrack, I believe. And I was like, Mariah loved it. I loved it. Yeah. She looked amazing that season. I just was like, you know, it was a weird time. We were never getting we got so far from a female winner for like so long. I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. I think Idol got a lot wrong, maybe in terms of like how far people went too far. Like Diana DeGarmo, I was such a fan of. But when you look at the final two being Fantasia and Diana DeGarmo, it's the craziest thing in the world. Was Diana
DeGarmo the one that just kept doing Over the Rainbow?
No, she did Don't Cry Out Loud. Do you remember that?
No.
Don't cry. Can't use that. Thank you.
Singer.
Yeah.
Wait, who was the woman that kept doing Over the Rainbow? She had one cover. She had a cover.
Catherine McPhee.
No.
Yeah, she sat down. She was on the floor. Do you remember?
No. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Carly Smith?
No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe.
Remember Carly Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was obsessed with her. Do we want to talk about some big moments that were definitive of the genre?
Yeah. Well, I have to mention the whole Simon Cowell universe because we're on Idol. There's, of course, the stuff that has carried over, right? Like the British stuff that has carried over. And you know I'm a bit of an Anglophile. So, of course, Susan Boyle.
Oh, yes.
How Susan Boyle, like how something from a British TV show goes international so crazy, especially because it was sort of like the early days of virality. It was early viral,
yeah, 100%.
And it got to a point where...
Well, it was like Sanjaya on Idol, which was like...
But did that go international?
It went as far as Canada.
Came to me.
But that's international. I think it was early viral, but only viral but via Mary Hart on Entertainment Tonight. Do you know what I mean? Like it made it to morning news.
Yes.
It was on the radio.
Yeah. The crazy thing about Susan Boyle though was it was like, you guys are never going to believe what this ugly woman sounds like.
Yeah.
Like that was the gag.
That's the thesis.
That was the thesis of the clip.
Like, boy, love her voice? Wait till you get a look at her. Well, now she's like fierce.
This is crazy what she's doing with Cornetta.
I'm obsessed. She's walking around with a fur coat and a crazy bob.
It's absolutely insane. It's like if you just glanced, it could be Madonna.
I got something I want to talk about. Well, she was X Factor, right?
She was Britain's Got Talent.
Oh,
Her
sorry.
and Pudsey, the dog.
I never got into that except for when our American pop stars would go perform there.
Yeah, I've never seen anything beyond Susan Boyle and Pudsey the dog.
Yeah. Who was the guy? Who was the judges on Britain's Got Talent? Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell.
Kelly Rowland?
No, she was X Factor.
No,
it was people like Amanda
Cheryl
Holden.
Cole?
No, that was X Factor. It was like
I don't know.
Nobody you want to know. But there was X Factor, and I was a big X Factor fan. But that's where you get One Direction, Leona Lewis, Alexandra Burke, like
Nicole Scherzinger taking the mic.
Cher Lloyd. So many moments.
Yeah.
And Nicole Scherzinger goes, this was the moment that I was like, oh, there's more to Nicole Scherzinger than the Pussycat Dolls. Because she shows up on the X Factor UK judging panel, which is a very illustrious place to be. It has a history that is storied. It has made and broken careers being on the X Factor judging panel. I am not joking. You laugh.
Whose careers has it broken?
Louis Walsh.
Oh.
No, I don't.
Is he with us?
I think.
Okay.
But he's just a joke. And anyways.
Susan Boyle, ugly. Louis Walsh, joke. Anybody else?
He is a joke.
You want to disparage?
And so Nicole Scherzinger shows up at this thing, and you're like, she's not going to care. She's from the Pussycat Dolls. She doesn't.
No, but she took it so seriously.
Threw herself into that role.
Well, she's never letting anybody forget that she formed One Direction.
Was she involved in that?
So it's Nicole Scherzinger did One Direction. Kelly Rowland did Little Mix.
No, Nicole wasn't on it as early as One Direction. Because she wasn't a permanent judge at that point.
I think you're right.
It was Cheryl Cole, Danny Minogue, Louis Walsh, and Simon Cowell.
Danny Minogue. I didn't watch X Factor US. I only watched Khloe Kardashian and Mario Lopez co-host. And that's the early aughts of us.
Yeah.
I'm Khloe, you're Mario.
Okay, there was an audition on the X Factor US when Britney was a judge, and it was a guy that she had duetted with on her first album. I think it's I'll Never Stop Loving You or I'll Still Love You. We don't know. Don't care.
Not an information podcast.
But he, not educational. Nobody comes here for education. They certainly don't come for our voices. And so he auditions, and it's not a great audition. And she says no. And she is so uncomfortable saying no to him because he's like, don't you remember me? It's me.
I remember that. It was the guy who actually did the duet with her.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, sorry. I thought, because I was like, I know Britney Spears' lore. She did not get up to do a duet with somebody on X Factor.
No.
But she did sing Happy Birthday to L.A. Reid. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I have watched that clip 500 times because everyone's reactions are different. Demi's like so excited to hear Britney sing. Britney's singing in her like real voice, which I'm obsessed with. So we're like, it's low. And then L.A. Reid is like shocked she's bringing a cake and then shocked it's live.
Yeah.
He's like, oh. And it's incredible.
Yeah.
I love when she sings Happy Birthday. It's like Luann singing Happy Birthday.
She's like, good morning, Elliot Reid.
For the first time in the Castro district. Okay. American Idol iconic moments. Obviously, Kelly Clarkson winning. I'm not going to, every week I'm talking about that lady.
It's nonstop.
We've heard it.
It's nonstop.
William Hung's audition. I think we will look back on that as like a humiliation ritual.
I
on
bought
the
the
show.
album.
His?
I bought the album.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. And I would listen to it.
So you bought it and you listened to it. Oh, thank God.
Like it just in my household, we thought that was so funny. It was like the height of comedy. William Hung.
So it was a comedy album.
It's definitely a comedy album.
I don't know. We have Fantasia's Rise. I mean, Fantasia had an iconic win. I mean, at the time your first four. I'll guess I'll count her, Carrie. Your first four Idol winners were really iconic.
Was Ruben Studdard iconic?
At the time, like the velvet teddy bear of it all.
Yeah.
He was everywhere.
I suppose.
And then you had Clay Aiken. She's currently back.
With that hair.
Adam Lambert controversy, aka just being a gay man.
Yeah, well,
don't we know it?
The thing is, like, Adam Lambert losing is the best thing that happened to Adam Lambert's career.
Yeah, I think he soared past Chris Allen.
Yeah.
And then he had that controversial kiss at like the AMAs or whatever, the Billboard Music Awards.
That was Britney and Madonna.
I'm aware of that one. He also kissed somebody. Swear to God. Want to talk about that Britney duet again? Okay, on this list is also... Wait, are we missing something from Idol that was iconic? Well, Paula.
Who's that girl that came in with that blonde hair?
Who is that girl?
And she's like...
Carrie Underwood?
No, it's a bad audition. And she's wearing like a
Kelly
red
Pickler?
striped... It was a bad audition, I'm saying. She was wearing a red striped, and people do impressions of her all the time where she's like, what does she say? She's like, yeah.
Tell us about it.
You know who it is.
I don't know. Did they go on the show?
It was
Carmen Rasmussen?
No, it's a bad audition. It's one of the iconic bad auditions like William Hung.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know her. She's
I don't know how to say my choice.
She got Scary Mary. Is that her name? Scary Mary?
I don't know this. Things are falling on deaf ears today.
Oh my God.
Okay, Project Runway is on our list as well for iconic moments. I'm going to say I'm not familiar with that show, quite frankly. I wish it well, but Dinner at Kushner's I am familiar with because I'm on Twitter.
I did watch season 1, I remember. Is that the one? No. Christian Siriano won that show, didn't he?
Yes.
I watched that season and I think one other season, but then it went away. And then all of a sudden, the Dinner with the Kushners moment happened.
It was so massive.
Which is, who is that? Carly Kloss.
Taylor Swift's friend. I don't know.
Where was she on the night of the Madison Square Garden event?
She was there.
With
supporting her with the Kushners. Well, I'm sure they were there too.
Yeah, but it just, that moment emerged on the internet for me and I was like, Project Runway?
Well, it comes back around every few months and I'm like, that really is like the gag of the century. He got her together so quick. And she was like, oh.
Yeah.
And that, you don't expect that kind of stuff from that show.
No.
But now with the reboot and you have Law Roach and Tyra Banks beside each other in the same room. Law, great. Tyra, the thing is we can't do Tyra now anymore because ANTM, let's get there. ANTM gave us so many iconic moments, literally front to back. Everything is iconic. Bad and good, it's iconic, whether you like it or not. But Tyra's meanness or Janice Dickinson being mean and whatever, we can't do that anymore. So putting Tyra on a judging panel doesn't make sense to me now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I do think we're
getting a different Tyra.
I think there's something in the air and I think the world is ready for a little bit of mean again.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
You know what I mean? And so but I don't know. The thing is Tyra's not going into that room being like, I'm going to be mean. But I think she can't help herself.
Oh, yes. I think,
you know what I mean?
It just comes to her naturally.
It's going to come out.
And then we have from ANTM, obviously we have Tiffany versus Tyra, which is painted very sadly in the documentary because I mean, I think in the documentary, they're like, Tyra was screaming for 12 hours. It went on for days.
Yeah.
We were stuck in that studio. They locked the door. She was crying.
Yeah.
But what a moment.
Yeah. My favorite moment from ANTM is, I just don't want to be here anymore.
Bye. I learned a lot from that show. It learned me how to...
It learned you real good English, too.
Taught me how to smize. Taught me how to walk in heels. Miss J taught me how to... Actually, this is like Miss J today.
That is so Miss J.
It's so Miss J. I need like a bow.
All you need is, you need a pussy bow.
Every time you leave.
Yeah.
And that's all it taught me, actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me talk about Survivor for a second.
If you haven't already.
How much time do you have?
I'll just put these down.
No, but there's a couple really iconic moments in Survivor history, and it's hard to sum up in 50 years. But
do it.
Do you want to talk about Sue Hawk's speech? Because
course.
I think reality TV
Changed.
would have gone down a different road if not for Sue Hawk's speech in the finale of season 1, the snakes and rats speech, and I know you love a glass of water, and if I saw you lying on the side of the road dying there,
I haven't watched that in so long.
I would give you a glass of water.
It's so good.
It's so good. It sends chills down my spine. Sometimes when I'm pre-drinking,
it wasn't premeditated, right? Like a little.
It was
like she workshopped.
I like to imagine her like at the hotel, papers crumpled all over the floor, like Sharpie down her entire forearm.
No. I got it.
But yeah, it was a little bit premeditated because I think that another contestant, Sean, had said that she had run it by him.
Oh, she's like, hey.
And he was like, sounds good to me.
She's like, I'm going to do something really crazy today. Can I just...
She went to the president of Disney and said, I'm going to make history.
And that's what she did. Wait, what do you do at pre-drinks? You were saying something?
Oh, at pre-drinks, I'll put on my favorite final tribal council speeches.
It's a shame we don't hang out more.
I know. Because you've got that. You've got some really great ones from later. Like, I don't know if you got as far as, I believe it was Kara Moen, Fans versus Favorites, where somebody lost their teeth during the season. Do you know this story? So this woman goes swimming. She loses her dentures because she had like 3 missing teeth in the bottom from, by the way, an attack. She had been mugged on the street. Laugh it up, buddy. On the wrong side of history again.
I forgot.
And so, no, but it actually is hilarious. Not that, the way it plays out. So she goes swimming, she loses her teeth, screaming bloody murder. This beautiful goddess, the most beautiful woman who's ever appeared on television, her name's Brenda, runs to her and is like, Dawn, what's wrong? And she's like, I've lost my teeth. I have to quit the show. I don't want to be on camera. Literally, she's like, this is important. She's like, I don't want to be on camera without my teeth. Dawn dives into this muddy pool of water, retrieves the teeth in her hands. In her teeth. And then they kiss and put it back. No. So she gives it back to her, and Dawn is like, I owe you my life, Brenda. What does Dawn do? She turns around and votes Brenda off a few rounds later.
Honey, you gotta do that.
Brenda comes in with this axe to grind, and it's like stunning to see. Anyways, she says to her, you said you wouldn't vote me out. You said I have your life in this game in my hands, Dawn. So take your teeth out if you wouldn't have quit. Take your teeth out. And they go back and forth, and finally Dawn takes her teeth out and goes like this. And it's so iconic to me. And it's a little dark-sided, but it's so iconic.
I mean, I think that's when Survivor's at its best, where it gets a little...
It's dark.
Weird
it gets a little
dark.
morally gray.
You know that meme of the woman going, it makes me want to spit? Isn't that Survivor? Who is that?
Oh, yeah. What is that?
What is that?
I'm so mad I could spit.
It makes me want to spit.
Does sound like Survivor.
We'll get back to it. We can't talk about iconic moments from Survivor without talking about the Black Widow Brigade.
I would love to talk about the Black Widow Brigade.
Tell us.
Which is, it's like fans versus favorites, half returnee, half newbies. And you get these really random girls returning. Parvati Shallow, swear to God, nobody remembered who she was.
Yeah.
Amanda Kimmel was like, okay, these are my favorites. Like, these are nobodies. These women step into a role of power never before seen. And Parvati is the one who puts together this group of women, the Black Widow Brigade. And they're some of the fans, some of the favorites. And they start to lure the men in get close to them, flirt with them, and then blindside them. And it's like one after another, and none of them sees it coming until they wind up with this one man left. They can't beat him.
Yeah.
Wins immunity. And it's like, once you've got the immunity necklace around your neck, you can't be voted out. And
Suri.
All credit to Suri. Suri's like, what if we convinced him to give it up? And they do.
She's not even on camera. She's like behind the camera because it's on, I think.
It's on like Natalie and Amanda.
Yeah. And it's Suri's just like almost like unmiked and you just hear her go,
what if we just got him to give it up?
And they're like, huh?
And they're like, he would nobody's
He
that
would
stupid.
never.
And they're like, oh, well, let's just try. There's nothing else to do here. And then he gives it up and they all vote him out and it's iconic.
The greatest thing you've ever seen.
That image of these 4 women laughing.
But yes, literally everybody had tribal. Also, like the jury who's supposed to be silent is like, I can't believe you did that. It's when Survivor's at its best, which is like, there's all those other moments, but when the game is so good, you're like, that was flawless. It was a flawless execution of something nobody would ever do. I've never understood somebody going on those fucking shows and giving away their veto, their idol. Why would you never use it on yourself? Never. Always use it on yourself if you have it.
Well, it begs the question.
Or don't give it to somebody else.
It begs the question. What makes a great reality TV contestant? Like, what makes a reality star? Because there's so many people who are staples of reality TV, like Tiffany Pollard, New York.
Yes.
Parvati Shallow. Name others.
Janelle.
Dorinda.
Rachel. Dorinda. Reagan, who fights with Rachel in that iconic Big Brother fight.
But there's so many that like
bitch because you're gay.
That they almost like make a career out of it, right?
Well, we're in a different world now where people have a lot of issues with reality TV where people go on in any format of the genre. And because we live in 2026, it's way more calculated. There's a social plan. There's an influencer plan. We're all there to become famous, where 25 years ago, no one was going on Survivor to become famous. That was not even a thought close to your head. It was, wait, I want to do this cool experience. I want to do this. I want to win the money. Winning the money was always the goal. Now it's like, fuck the money.
Yeah.
It's the career that comes with it. So to your point, we then give careers to, we had actors, singers, whatever, and now we have great reality stars.
Yeah.
Where we have a Parvati, we have a Dorinda. I mean, our two gods. And it's like, yeah, you were born to do this.
Yeah.
Where was my life before Dorinda Medley? I don't really know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 What makes a great reality star? I think it takes somebody who does not care about the camera.
Yeah.
It takes somebody who doesn't give a shit. It's someone who ignores everything from a production standpoint. And to quote Big Brother Canada, you want good TV? You want good fucking TV? I'll give you good TV. But not in like, in an aware sense.
That's the thing. That's the thing. So I think that's the key ingredient that a lot of people miss, is that you have to be like a little bit unself-aware.
Yeah.
To be a great reality TV contestant. Like you have to be a little bit unaware of how you might come off to the audience, or don't care.
If you were to be on a reality show, obviously you love Survivor.
Yeah, wouldn't do it though.
Okay, because I would love to be on Big Brother, but like the idea of being in a house for 4 months without my phone or without TV, really without TV, would scare me.
I don't know. People seem to do it. The people seem to adjust really
but are
easily.
You well
but
after?
I don't know how.
Are you well?
None of them seem well after.
No one's well.
Well, Big Brother Canada's coming back.
It is.
And
I'm very excited for it.
Why do you audition for this camera here?
I'm Jordan. I'm 30 and
I'm gay.
I think, well, Big Brother Canada is incredible, and I'm so excited it's coming back. It's some of our great Canadian TV.
Well, this is the thing, is like American Big Brother fans look to Big Brother Canada as sort of like what Big Brother could be.
Give me a drink. Don't even give me a drink. And I go off about how good Big Brother Canada is and how fucking good Drag Race Canada is, or Canada's Drag Race. Those are shows still doing that format and that show as it was happening in the best of the early seasons of the US comparisons. So like early Big Brother is often lauded as the best of that show, famously seasons 2 to like 7, 8. Early Drag Race 2 to like 7, 8, and then All Stars 2. But like Big Brother Canada and Canada's Drag Race really get the show. They make great TV. It's smart, it's entertaining, it's competitive more than anything else. We're not losing that part. Where Big Brother, and maybe you feel this way about Survivor a little bit, the competition part has lost itself and the production part has overplayed its hand.
Yeah, I always say now it's like, well, that has nothing to do with what you're saying.
What do you always say?
I'm always saying that now it's
a great time to watch Hook.
No, it's a great time to watch Hook. But it's the thing about where reality TV is at now, particularly Survivor, I feel probably the same about Big Brother, is that they used to be shows about a game. It used to be shows about people playing a game.
Yeah.
It used to be a show about people playing a game.
And now it's about...
And now it's a show about the game that people are playing.
Wow.
Now it's a show about a game that people are playing. A game that people are playing.
Well, yeah, it's
that's
like...
how Oprah would say that.
Next Oprah. They get the playbook and it's like, well, also we've watched so much TV and people going on the show now are like 30 or whatever and you grew up with the show.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you put someone who's watched Big Brother for forever, the Big Brother super fan, they're going to play a very different game than like the 55-year-old mom who's like, I'm looking to get away from my kids for the summer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like, remember April in BB6 where she was like, all she wanted was a Kmart sponsorship. She was like, she was like, if I say Kmart enough on the show, I'll become their spokesperson.
Oh God, my dream.
But you know what? I'll always love Big Brother Canada for bringing Nikki Graham over from the UK. Nikki Graham, who's famously I don't know if you've ever seen the clips of her on You have.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with her, may she rest in peace. She died recently of anorexia.
Oh.
It's really sad. It's really sad, but she is like such an iconic reality TV contestant. And they brought her onto Big Brother Canada.
Oh.
And she's famous for this clip on BB UK where she went, "Who is she? Who is she?" I'll send you some clips later.
Well, UK reality is so different. Like, we can't get into that right now, but like also Big Brother UK.
Big Brother UK.
Celebrity Big Brother.
I live and die by Big Brother UK.
Okay, so there are some iconic shows from the early 2000s that are competition-based that live in our hearts forever, but they never really came back. Some of those shows include, but are not limited to, Pussycat Dolls present The Search for the Next Doll.
That was such a good show.
Followed by Girlicious.
So, but wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Because is Girlicious a show, or Girlicious came out of Search for the Next Doll?
There was Search for the Next Doll, so they were adding a doll to the group.
Yeah.
Which they also never added the doll to the group. I know that girl
Asia, right?
Yes. I think.
And she never got in.
No. And then there was, it was like making the band.
Yeah.
So then they made Girlicious.
Okay.
And when you talk about Girlicious, it's like what I said about Lady Gaga and Just Dance. Like, Girlicious to me was a Canadian group.
Totally. Yeah. It's Girlicious, Sugar Jones, and Velvet Empire.
That's my holy trinity.
Yeah.
You want some stupid shit? Oh my God, Soul Decision.
Soul Decision, he was so hot.
Girlicious is really like, when it's getting into the, I would say the crazy hours of gay guy music video night, but I've known people to put it on at like 9 p.m. when people are walking through the door and like stupid shit is playing on the TV.
And I'm queuing up Dawn's teeth.
Okay, there was a Shot at Love with Tila Tequila, who we will not really take a deep dive into.
No, we don't need to talk about her.
But these were, and then Fear Factor.
But Fear Factor came back. Fear Factor's back.
Isn't it hosted by Johnny Knoxville?
Fear Factor's back now.
Yeah. Hosted by Johnny Knoxville.
I don't know who it's hosted, but it's got to be better than the last guy.
These shows listed here are like Jordan Poltergeist in front of the TV from like after dinner till I went to bed.
Well, you know what? The other one for me was I was obsessed with The Mole. The original Mole. It's back on Netflix, but The Mole hosted by Anderson Cooper.
Count. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because that was like giving me like Big Brother style TV. It was scary.
And it was scary. It was kind of like Amazing Race, but there was a mystery to solve even for the audience because you didn't know who the mole was. And that, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, but when Catherine walks into the Coliseum at the end of season 1 to reveal herself as the mole. I like remember where I was, what I was drinking, what I was eating in my living room. Okay.
What were you drinking?
A glass of Pepsi.
A glass of Coke.
Pepsi's Pepsi.
Okay.
And so it's moments like that at the end of the mole where you're just like, that has lived with me for my entire life. I'll never forget it. And it creates this iconography around the mole where, 20 years later, Netflix can reboot it and everybody's excited to watch it.
Based on what was the original run of the mole? Was it like 3 seasons?
2 seasons. Plus like a celebrity. And then they weirdly came back for a minute, but we don't.
Yeah. Well, reality has had this extended shelf life because of YouTube and now TikTok, obviously, where these I'm being fed Big Brother compilations on TikTok right now, and I'm like, funny, iconic, funny, good. I'm like, I would put all of these on to just watch. Like, I will watch the Rachel Riley Reagan Big Brother fight every day if I could, and I have. She walks into the door. Hi, you guys miss me? And everybody's automatically upset. And production was like, Rachel, when you get back in there, because they opened Pandora's box, she was the curse that was put back into the house for 24 hours. They said, okay, Rachel, cause a shitstorm. Yeah. And she does. But
imagine being the shitstorm.
Okay. I am Rachel in that moment because she's just so funny. Like how she's doing that moment. But then Reagan, we have never seen girl versus gay on TV like that before, because he ate her up with every single response.
That's representation, because that's happening. Yes. That's happening out on the streets daily. But you don't get it on TV.
And I love Rachel, and I don't think it's homophobic. Well, maybe it is. She's like, are you a big bitch because you're gay, Reagan? And Reagan's like, without missing a beat, no, Rachel, I'm not a big bitch because I'm gay. I'm a big bitch because if you walked into this house with a modicum of respect and he eats her up, it's so good. And then he calls her Waitress as well, which is a play on her name and her position.
Yeah.
Okay, so these moments like that, moments like Survivor, moments like everything else we've mentioned for the last 4 hours have extended the life of the genre. Why does this genre continue to entertain us? Why are we still here fawning over these moments?
At the end of the day, this sounds corny, but at the end of the day, we're genuinely so interested in human beings and how they react to bizarre situations, right? And how they work with one another, backstab one another. And literally these formats have run for 26 years plus now because you get something different every time you do it.
Yeah. Do you think, as a Survivor aficionado in 2026, have we hit a wall?
We've hit a wall, but it's not because the format is tired or anything like that. We've hit a wall because the casting is horrible.
Yeah.
And the
host is holding us back.
Let's say it.
I said
the host is holding us back.
I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't say his name, but
the host, it's like Bloody Mary.
It's like Voldemort.
Oh.
Jordan, let's wrap this up. But before we go, I want to know who's in your reality Hall of Fame. 4 people. Who's on Mount Rushmore?
4? I can't do that. Okay. Parvati, Janelle, Sandra.
Oh, you're just doing Survivors? Oh, no.
Janelle's Big Brother.
Famously. You're doing Traitors contestants.
Yeah. Rachel, Kelly Clarkson, Dorinda Medley, Lisa Reda, Nene Leakes, Teresa Giudice.
These aren't reality competitions.
They kind of are. It's an impossible question to ask and both answer. I think it's sometimes it's someone actually phrased it really well to me recently, my friend Tommy. It was, who are your top 4 and who are the top 4? So my personal Mount Rushmore of housewives is very different than who would actually be the Mount Rushmore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who is your Survivor Mount Rushmore?
Well,
your personal one.
Yeah. So it's Brenda, Dawn with teeth, Dawn without teeth. Oh.
Infographic here.
My Survivor Mount Rushmore, my personal Mount Rushmore, because yes, it is different from the officially sanctioned one. It would be, yes, Parvati, Sandra, Amanda Kimmel.
Yes.
And Sari.
Queen.
Yeah.
It's queendom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel Unless you're talking to like a straight person, that would be like everybody's same answer, kind of. You know what I mean? Because like, who's putting like a guy on their Mount Rushmore?
No, never,
not me.
Never.
No, man. And that really sums up today.
It's been a joy. This
has been real, like reality.
It's been just like that.
Next Oprah. We're done. Okay, great.
Who was talking so much?
That was good though.
Yeah. Right, I'm off. And she like smashed the door open with one fell swoop.